All right, we're talking money with the president of Heritage LLC, our good friend Paul Schatz, with us on a very busy news day. But you know what? Good to have you here, first of all.
Thank you.
And you know what? We're going to talk about some good ideas, I hope, for keeping the ride nice. 2019 was good for anybody who invested, right?
Almost everything went up. Stocks went up, bonds went up, gold went up. People should feel really good after this year.
Right.
Typically, after stocks went up almost 30% last year. Typically, stocks don't collapse the next year. The only real precedent was from 89 to 1990. 1990, Iraq invaded Kuwait. We had recession. Typically, we'll get a year 10 to 12%.
Okay, I'm so glad you said that as an example, because in the last 48 hours, we've have this tete-a-tete that's blowing up in the Middle East. And the short-term result from that has been oil prices has skyrocketed. Is that a harbinger of doom?
The short answer is no, absolutely not. A great adage to go by works about 90% of the time is when the missiles fly, sell oil.
Okay, all right.
Oil normally spikes right on the missiles flying. That's when you sell into it.
Okay.
Because unless it's that once-in-a-lifetime generational event, it's going to be gone in a couple of days.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about resolutions for 2020. Keep on keeping on is basically the theme, I think, is where you're going with this.
Don't screw. If it ain't broke, don't screw it up.
There you go.
So a couple things. One, you have to have an emergency fund.
Right.
3 to 6 months of living expenses. Put it in a money market savings account.
May I ask why?
So you never know when any of us are going to be fired, laid off, have a medical issue. You've got to have some kind of cushion in case the unexpected happens.
I think that's the one thing that catches a lot of people off guard, because when we did have the recession 10 years ago, I think a lot of people did not have that cushion that you're referring to.
And they also say, I can't afford to do that. You can't afford not to.
Yeah, okay, good enough. Put those graphics back up. Let's see them again, because a lot of good tips, including review your 401k. Now, I actually did this, I swear to you, just yesterday, because my year-end review for 2019 came into my mail, and I took a look and I went, huh, pretty good.
Pretty good.
But I almost said, I don't want to change anything. Is that okay?
It's not okay. Here's why. We all choose an allocation. X% to stocks, X% to bonds. Stocks and bonds move throughout the year. If you're not going to do it when I want you to do it 4 times a year, at least once a year, it's called rebalancing. Set the allocation back to where you wanted it to be.
There's so many things I want to ask you, and unfortunately we are out of time, but review your credit card rates, talk to them, see what promotions they've got. You can get 0% if you do call the right ones.
For sure, yeah. You use them to your advantage. Almost all credit cards give you some kind of deal, whether it's miles, whether it's cash back.
Make your money
Consolidate your debt, have a plan to pay it back.
Everything from checking out your insurance to updating your will. Paul Schatz, I got 82 more questions.
I'll be back, don't worry.
You will be back. Thank you for coming in.